Hi, I'm Chris James, and you're watching A Healthy Alternative. Today, we're going to be talking briefly about how pursuing my health journey helped me to uncover my passion.
We're missing a piece of the puzzle.
You start getting healthy and you just become a better person.
We need to start focusing more on the individual.
What's going on, everybody? So today I just wanted to kind of go over a little bit about my background. I know you guys have probably seen videos like this before because I did like an introductory video like 4 or 5 years ago. But I wanted to kind of touch on how pursuing your health and your overall wellness, or at least for me, how pursuing my health and overall wellness helped me find my passion. Now, it's funny because when I was much younger, I probably told y'all before that my grandma, she was like the healthy grandma. She was, when she maybe turned about 60 or so, she kind of started getting more into, barley green and carrots and, you know what I mean, just eating more healthy and cutting out bad foods. And, she's still alive today at like 90 years old. I don't know. Last time I called her 90, she got mad at me because she was like 89. So I think she's finally hit the 90 mark. But anyway, the point is, I was at a place where I was really depressed. I've talked about that before, and it was very unusual for me to be there because I like people always looked at me as like more of like a pessimistic person, but that wasn't because I was depressed. That was just because I considered myself more of a realist, and I had embodied a lot of the traditions of society, like prepare for the worst. If you expect less from people, they can never disappoint you. Just stupid stuff like that. So anyway, I was depressed and I felt like I was never going to get out of this kind of hole that I was in. Plus, on top of that, I had a ton of health issues. And I was going to my mom and my different elders and asking them, hey, what should I do? Blah, 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 blah. My mom's so funny because she's kind of like my pop-up in a way. Like if anything's wrong with you, she's going to tell you to drink water, which is so funny because as I learned more about health, I learned that was really, really solid advice. The important thing is making sure that you hydrate. So it's a little bit more technical than just drinking water, but still really good advice. My pop-up would say, if anything was wrong with you, if you fell, if you cut yourself, if you had a stomach ache, put alcohol on it. That was his solution to everything. But he was kind of old school. But anyway, as I started pursuing this health thing, right, I started to adopt this desire to help people with their health because I was learning so much about health. Now, I always had that desire to help other people, but when I started learning about health and just looking at the world around us and seeing how much turmoil was going on, like people were dying. Like people don't really look at how much people are dying from cancer and diabetes and heart disease and all these different diseases. If you compare how much people are dying from preventable diseases versus, like guns and war and stuff, you would be surprised at that number. Okay. People die from, cancer and diabetes way more than they die from gunshot wounds and, car accidents and things of that nature. So anyway, I felt it was like my duty to share this with people. And as I started sharing it, I realized that it was something that I could do whether I was getting paid for it or not. At the time, I wasn't. I lit up whenever I would talk about it. And so what I started to see, like as I continued my health journey, the fasting and the eating right, the mucus drained from my brain literally, and I could process information more efficiently. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm seeing an opportunity here, right? Because we live in a world where everyone seems like not everyone, but most people, especially companies, are looking to take advantage of us, especially as consumers. Even the health and nutrition industry is really just looking to take advantage of people. There's a lot of misinformation being put out there, and I know they have the science and the research, so they know what the truth is. They have to. But there's a lot of misinformation being put out there. And some of the things that really work well are being deemed as woo-woo and pseudoscience, which is very interesting. But once I kind of started to be able to see more clearly and I had that mental clarity, I started seeing opportunities where I could monetize the specialty information that I had and really kind of move away from my full-time job. Because part of your health journey is making sure that every aspect of your world is in alignment with whatever it is you're looking to achieve. And for me, being an employee was never going to work for me. I'm not a good employee. I just am not, right? I understand that some people are better at, being employees versus being bosses and owners. So I don't want to be the type of person that feels like, everyone has to own something. But I could say for me, it wasn't for me. And maybe you're out there and maybe you feel the same way, but you don't have the confidence, or you don't really know exactly, what you could do to get out of the situation you're in. And one of the things that I could suggest is, you know, yes, we could lose weight with the health journey. Yes, we could reverse disease with the health journey, but the heightened mental clarity, your ability to process information at a higher level is priceless, literally. If it weren't for the fact that I went through this process, I mean, I probably still would have like made some money down the road because I always wanted to do real estate, but maybe not. I don't know. Like when I started this health journey, if you look at the next 5 years of my life, my financial situation increased tremendously. Like I was making much more money because I had my full-time job, but also then I was doing the side hustle that was really, really, starting to pick up a little income. And then there's all these different ideas that I was seeing, right? Other people doing, but before I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think that there was anything that I could really offer that would make sense. And it's crazy because even before my health journey, I had opportunities to capitalize on some of these things. Like, for example, ebooks. I think I might have talked about ebooks a couple of weeks ago. I had a credit repair book that I wrote. It wasn't really a credit repair book. It was more of like my personal credit journey, right? And I wrote this book back in like 2012 or something, 2013 maybe at the latest. And I used the information in the book and my journey to help my friends and family repair their credit. And pretty much everyone around me has like a 750 plus credit score. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize at the time that I could turn that into a simple ebook, put a little money behind it, get it edited, and really make money off of it because it was information that was specialty. It was stuff people didn't really know, right? Now I'm realizing, oh man, I was sitting on a gold mine, right? But I've got the clarity now. And one of the things that I'm really interested to do, and we will be doing with the AHA brand, is moving into more of finances. We're not going to discard the health at all. We're just going to be adding a new piece because when I established this brand, there were certain cornerstones that I wanted to make sure to be in place. So if you go back and you look at some of my older videos, I've got videos talking about finances. I talk about off benefits of fasting and how it can help your finances and how you can use that money to purchase things that you didn't think you could afford. And all of that was at the beginning of the brand. I wanted to have these elements in place. And so as we move forward in the near future, we're going to start implementing some of these strategies because guess what? With the pandemic happening, people losing their jobs, people losing their businesses, finances is important. It's more important than probably it's been in at least a decade. And so I've seen people commit suicide over finances. I've seen relationships fall apart over finances. And when I talk about wellness, when holistic wellness, it includes finances. It includes a lot of different elements that you may not correlate with health. So anyway, as I started going down this health journey and I realized how passionate I was about this and sharing this information, I also realized that it was something I was willing to do for free. And for a long time, I was doing it. And that's when I realized I had something that was a passion for me, right? And then after that, I started to monetize it. So I want to encourage you all to not just pursue your health journey, but when you start to getting that stride and you're being consistent with your lifestyle, start look at how you're interacting with your friends and family. Start paying attention to what really interests you. Start sharing information. If you have specialty information, start giving away for free in some capacity or other, and monitor how it makes you feel. Because you might find that in giving away some of that specialty information, you find your passion. All right. And I mean, that's what I was looking for, my passion for a decade, easy. And I could never figure out what it was. I thought it would be real estate. I never saw a health guru or, wellness consultant or anything like that. I never saw that in my future. So I just wanted to encourage you all. Now is the time for change and growth, and really, trying something new, something risky or whatever. But we can manage risk by understanding the industry we're going in. Don't just jump out and quit your job necessarily, but use the resources you have available to build a foundation, and then slowly migrate yourself away from the mindset of a job or an employee. Or if you just want to add like a side hustle so that you earn more money so that you don't have to work as hard and you don't have to feel trapped. Like if you want to take a vacation, hey, I'm taking this vacation. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to share that with you. Hopefully you all got something beneficial out of it. If you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, the application of knowledge is power. And I'll see you all next time.